My father passed away when I was younger, so I didn't really have a man there telling me any good advice or giving me any warnings about relationships or life in general. Over the years, working with other men and being around men, I would receive some surface level warnings like, don't ever get married, but it was kind of like half joking when they said it. I more or less had to find all this out on my own through my own experiences and just went into most every situation blind. So you could say I was operating heavily on the fantasy that I created in my own head, the illusion of, relationships, of females, of what life should be. With all that said, this video is about a warning that was told to me about 20 years ago. This warning that this man told me had a huge impact in my life, but it took years for it to develop a meaning to me. The way he said it to me was so awkward that I never forgot it. So I'm going to try to give a brief backstory leading up to why this warning actually made an impact in my life. Now remember, for most of my life, I was kind of blinded to life's reality as a young man. In my teen years, my brother and we worked on a farm, and the farmer was this big guy. He was about 6'3", wide shoulders. He was a rough-looking dude. His parents gave him the farm. They retired, and none of his brothers and sisters wanted to help him run the farm, so he was left alone. He was single, and he had a lot of responsibility doing all this work himself, maintaining a farm by yourself. We worked most every day, but it was a fun environment. The guy we worked for, he had a good attitude. He always had a fun spirit, we just joking around all day and just working hard, so it was pretty cool. I never saw the farmer that I worked for get angry or lose control of himself. He was always in control, always calm. Every once in a while we would have a friend over to help us get the chores done faster. So this is kind of getting to the meat of the story here. Had a friend over that one day, and the farmer came around the corner, and me and my friend, we was having a good time. We was laughing, while we was working, and he came around the corner and he looked at us, and he had kind of like a mean look on his face. And he said this phrase that I'll never, ever forget. Just knowing the man and the way he said it. What he said was, "Someday you're going to find out what life is all about." He said that and he walked away. And when he got out of earshot, my friend and I burst out laughing like what the hell was that? So my response to that as a young man was just to laugh. I'm like, what are you talking about? Someday I'm going to find out what life's all about. Well, that simple warning stuck with me for a number of years, and it was kind of put away in my subconscious. Maybe a few years ago, I started to really reflect upon my life, and I just remembered that phrase, and I'm like, you know what? I really know what that guy was talking about now. So basically what he was trying to tell me was, look out, young man, life is coming. It seems almost inevitable for most men to hit rock bottom a few times. And for the most part, you're alone when you hit rock bottom. There's not a lot of people that's going to help live your life for you. You're going to have to figure it out on your own. And I'm kind of glad he told me that, how he did. It kind of was weird at the time, but it was necessary for him to say that.